Good afternoon, and good evening, or maybe good morning, depending upon where you are. We are on the road again and moving to a northern remote area of Romania, and we're going...
Watch out, pothole on road ahead.
As you can hear, the roads are in great shape. We're going to a remote area of Romania, and we're going to be conferring still, as we began our conferences last year, with discreet and very hidden, powerful orders of priests and monks on certain subjects, and we've been connecting both here and internationally. The Ordo Dracul has been having communications with different orders and different religious sects, not just pagan. And we're still in an information gathering mode about a lot of subjects, and trying to work and cooperate with many different communities of spiritual and religious workers. And part of the reason for doing that is because of the Ordo Dracul's commitment. We have a commitment, yes, to help people. We have a commitment to do research, to gain as much knowledge as we can, but we also have a commitment to spread and to disseminate our knowledge. Everything we've learned, we've gathered from the Ordo Dracul's ancient writings and history. And you'd be surprised, maybe, at how many in different communities and religious orders are really interested in what the Ordo Dracul knows and the kind of work we do and continue to strive to do. You know, one of the, well, several things that, as I look into the bright sunlight, and I know there's not much I can do about that, I apologize. But luckily it's a nice day for traveling, and there's no snow and ice on the roads. But back to what I was saying, the Ordo Dracul has always, at least the spiritual and occult arm of the order, has always engaged in very powerful aspects of dark magic, and it has always sought both the intervention of the angelic and of dark entities and entities. And we've tried, and the order has always tried, to increase its understanding of this spiritual work, all to help people and to gain a better perspective of exactly what they want to do and what we want to do. So, in that tradition, we still are searching and seeking, and we're having discussions of magic, many different aspects of magical work, spiritual work that some orders see as magic and others just see as spiritual work. But we're also having some deep and very powerful discussions about exorcisms and about exorcism and the practice of exorcism. And it's no hidden fact that, you know, in the recent past decades now, the Roman Church and other orders have increased their numbers of exorcists and their numbers of priests and monks who are doing these types of spiritual work to help people. Long before the advent of, like, 2012, the great date when everything was supposed to explode, it never did. Well, some things that did come about and still are coming about, that those in the order who do this kind of work understand that, you know, the veil after...
In 1.5 kilometers, at the roundabout, take the second exit on National Road 2, European Route 85, South Bigau, Bucharest.
We're using GPS. And that, you know, those in the order who do this kind of work are very sensitive to the fact that, you know, after All Hallows Eve and after Halloween, the veil never really thickened again. There's a lot of entities and spirits around us that just weren't around before. There's a lot of darker entities around, and people are having troubles with this. And They're seeking help from many, many people. We tend to service those in the pagan community largely, but we're being asked to reach out and to do some work in other communities as well, which is what we're doing. And that's part of the reason for the discussions we're having. So,
at the roundabout, take the second exit on National Road 2, European Route 85, South Bigau, Bucharest.
Sorry about that. As we take highway turns. But so the magical work we're doing, is tying very deeply into the spiritual work we're doing. And that's the reason for the discussions and the research and talking to so many different people. And we've been contacted recently by some amazing orders. And I'm not going to name them, but you'd be surprised.
Continue straight for 6 minutes to Street Stefan Selmer,
who is looking to do work with the Ordo Dracul and who's looking to join hands. And like I said, the reason for that is because of the spiritual happenings that have been taking place around the world. People need help. So that's what the Ordo Dracul is up to, and that's what Andreas and I are doing now in our ongoing travels and in our ongoing meetings. And in all of that, we've, in our own spiritual work, in our meditations, and in our magical work, as we protect and help people around us, wherever we go, we're being asked to help people. Wanted to just remind everyone, in your own work, in your spiritual work, as you're communing with spirits and with angels and archangels and with entities, as you're doing spiritual work, paranormal work, etc., be careful. Be careful. Be cautious and be mindful. Trust your instincts. Work on your intuition. We've been talking about intent being the core of all magical work and the real core of magical power. And it's the core of what we do spiritually to help people too. We have to manage and keep our own intents in check, which is why I've been talking about that more and more. And it's really important for any spiritual worker, but especially doing the kinds of work we do. So, in that, we wanted to update you as to what's happening, where we're going. Like I said, the weather is wonderful. And as we have more discussions, there were going to be things emerging that may surprise some people about what the Ordo Dracul does for work and who we have joined hands with. We're very proud that we've been asked for our opinions and to do the work we're doing. And we continue to do it, and we strive to do it as long as we're breathing and we keep going. This is what we were born to do. Many of you out there can appreciate that statement. I've read so many posts from so many people, and so has Andreas, that I was born to do this. And I keep saying of myself that, my whole life has been a preparation for what I'm doing right here, right now. That's what has happened to me. And I'm not alone in this. Every one of you, many of you out there feel the same way, that your whole life has been a preparation for what you're doing. Grasp that power within. Trust your intuition. Work on connecting with yourself. It's the purpose of meditation. And in your magical work, use that intent. So, I'll be in touch. We will be in touch. We'll be doing more lives. I don't know. We may do it rolling, maybe doing it from rooms and places. I'm just not sure. Like I said in the last live, the Ordo Dracul could be anywhere. We could be on a mountaintop. We could be in a catacomb. We could be in caverns. We could be on a bridge. We could be in a field. We could be in a ritual chamber. We'll be bringing you more rituals as time goes on. And we'll be talking to you about magical practices. So, everybody, have a wonderful weekend coming up. You'll be reading our posts and we'll be seeing yours. And we thank you all for your support. It's so very important to us. And we care about you all. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.